And welcome everyone to Blaugrana Planet. Welcome back to a new video, and today we are gonna be talking about the due diligence that Football Club Barcelona has unveiled. The conclusions of this due diligence, which were explained by the club's CEO, Ferran Reverter. And in fact, there are a lot of things and very important things which we are gonna be talking about. But before, as always, let me give a special thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. OneFootball is the best football app that you're going to be able to find, in which you're going to get the latest stats, the latest facts, opinions, pretty much everything that you can get from the world of football all in one app. And that is the OneFootball app. So guys, what are you waiting for? Go and download it right now using my link in the description. And if you do use my link, guys, you're going to be helping to support Blaugrana Planet. Go get the app, it's great, it's free, and you're gonna be helping independent content creators such as myself. So having said this, guys, I must say that today, while I was watching this due diligence, I really felt like we exposed Bartomeu in a really nice way. But not only exposed Bartomeu, but I also felt good that we have a CEO like Ferran Reverter, guys. To me, exposing Bartomeu was something key, and giving out all the details, exposing the numbers, right? This is the real analysis of the club, not what Bartomeu did and he was trying to hide. Ferran Reverter, the man on the picture right now, is a very analytical person, and I must say that he comes from a German background. He's indeed Catalan himself, but he comes from a German background, and he's very well prepared, and I really enjoyed his presentation of the due diligence. It was very clear. There was a lot of things that were damaging the club. First of all, there was a complete mismanagement by Bartomeu. It was a complete mismanagement. Literally a complete mismanagement. There was a risky strategy. The expenditure was growing at a desperate level, and the revenues of the club were growing as well, but the actual profit that we were making was indeed going down year by year. And this analysis, this due diligence, starts from 2015. Okay, so all the data that we're gonna be talking about, it's all from starting 2015. Okay, so we have to take that into account, that at the end of the day it all starts from there. Apparently the numbers from the 2010 era, from the Rosé era, aren't that bad. Pretty much Bartomeu and company, his board of directors, they were terrible themselves. Okay, so complete mismanagement, also unethical propaganda. Basically Bartomeu had hired from the club itself a bunch of journalists in order to create propaganda, to create fake news that were protecting him, right? Some sort of the i3 Venture stuff, which is the Barça gate, which is a different case, right? That was actually a company that Bartomeu hired through the club in order to create fake news against the players. Something that is actually like unreal. But this was actually happening, guys. This was actually happening. So he was paying journalists, which we don't know who, we can assume which ones, but he was paying journalists from the money of the club in order to protect his image, right? This complete mismanagement actually led us to accounting bankruptcy, a real accounting bankruptcy. The club was broke. We were broke. If we weren't a club that was sustained by the socios, by the club members, and it was a limited company, a public limited society, we would have gone to zero, literally disappeared. Like the club was gonna disappear under Bartomeu. That was the route. We were going on that way, on that path. Thank God we kicked the man out, and thank God we did all these critical moves that Joan Laporta and company have been executing, right? I understand a lot of you might be unfamiliar with Ferran Reverter. He's been working in the shadow. At the end of the day, he's the CEO. He's not the public image. Joan Laporta is. Anyways. There's also something that I like to say. So apart from this mismanagement, this unethical propaganda that led us to this accounting bankruptcy, also Bartomeu was unloyal to the club because he was hiding most of it, and he was doing a lot of things in order to hide all of this. He was deleting emails, he was like actually breaking down all these expenditures. Therefore, you really didn't know what was going on because it was very little amounts of money divided, right? So that altogether were making a big expenditure into, for example, paying this journalist that were protecting him. So at the end of the day, it's good. I'm happy that we have now results that are exposing Bartomeu. And at the end of the day, guys, we're in a very critical situation, and Joan Laporta is doing some good moves in order to save ourselves, okay? So first of all, guys, in terms of the complete mismanagement, as I said, the expenditures were rising and rising, and the revenues were also rising. But at the end of the day, it's all about making profit, right? You want to make profit. It's all about making profit, right? Obviously, not about, don't get me wrong, you want to have a good football, you want to play nice, and that is the main objective, but also it's a business, right? And the fact that we were going to make the biggest investment in the history of the club, which was Barça, right? You need to make some money out of that. Basically our profits in 2015, well, the due diligence started, then our profits were being smaller and smaller year by year. Therefore, how is that sustainable? It wasn't sustainable. We were going to zero, guys. The debt was increasing and increasing.